Hey guys, this is Ryan Maker today with another review. This time I'm going to be reviewing Guardians of the Galaxy issue 1. I'm just saying a commercial on TV. If you guys remember, I did do a review of issue 0.1. Before you watch this review, go check out 0.1. Back when I was at my comic book wall, now I'm at my futon. Make sure you guys go check that review before you check out this book. Before you see the review of this book. I gotta say, this was my book of the week right here. Alright, from now on, the last book I review every single week. Well, no, I mean, every single week I'll always have a book of the week. I never tell you guys the book of the week, every week. So now on, I will be telling you guys what my book of the week is and what my least favorite book of the week was. My least favorite book of the week, this week was Flash. Francis Manapul wasn't in it. It's just hard to explain. I'll be doing a review of my, review of that book on my blogger eventually. So, but this is Guardians of the Galaxy issue 1. Great book. The cover was awesome. There is a whole bunch of variant covers for this book. So, if you don't like this cover, there will be a whole bunch of other variants. Like there's let's say I'll go to the first page. There's the Stephen McKellen, Joe Quesada, Scotty Young, the Deadpool cover where it's just saving the galaxy and Deadpool's like get in line, and the Midtown Comics exclusive. The Ryan Stegman cover with Deadpool, the Humberto Ramos one, and the Guardians of the Galaxy one where Deadpool's in it. There's a whole bunch of them. If you don't like this cover, there's a whole bunch of other books to choose from. So it starts out with by the way, the writer is Brian Michael Bendis and the pencil is Steve McKellen. I feel like these two are the amazing team. One thing I gotta say. One thing I find about Marvel now is all the cosmic books have been awesome. Like, I believe the only real cosmic books, not including Avengers, the real cosmic books is not Fantastic Four either. I don't read Fantastic Four. It's Guardians of the Galaxy and Nova. Those books have been really good. So, I'm excited to see how this book goes. And Star-Lord is in space in a bar, basically a space bar. He's trying to flirt on a girl and stuff like that, and next thing you know, all of a sudden sees guards come, and you see a silhouette of somebody, and Star-Lord's looking, and then you guess who you see? If you remember from 0.1, you see Star-Lord's dead. You see him for the first time, and he was so cool in 0.1, but after reading this book, and excuse my language, but he is an ass. I'm just sorry, he is a giant ass. So he's just really mean, and like someone you don't want to have your dead. So he walks in and he wants to tell him Earth is officially off limits. No one can go there. If you are, that it will be illegal and stuff like that. And they're like Earth has to defend for themselves. And so then all of a sudden they're fighting, not like fighting, but they're like fighting. And then all of a sudden there's a giant crash and Gamora gets in the door and she's just fighting all the guards. And then all of a sudden Star-Lord's dad says Gamora the most dangerous woman in the universe, and then it's funny because Star-Lord's like jealous, and he's like yes. So then all of a sudden Star-Lord and Gamora get out of there, and then and the next page you see Iron Man flying around space, and he's saying this is the best idea I've ever had, and then he sees this ship, and he knows it's a bad ship. I can't remember what the ship was called, but the Badoon. If you remember from Avengers Assemble, they had a story arc with the Guardians of the Galaxy against the Badoon. So, if you guys want to read Guardians of the Galaxy, I picked up the first story arc of Avengers Assemble. This is one of the main reasons I picked up this book, because back when the first story arc of Avengers Assemble came out, they had a story arc with the Guardians of the Galaxy, and that was actually the first book they ever announced, for Marvel now, Guardians of the Galaxy, because it happened in Avengers Assemble. They said March 2013, Guardians of the Galaxy. That was the first book they announced in Marvel Now. So, if you guys want to read this book, I'd highly suggest for maybe reading Avengers Assemble first, and then maybe reading this book, because it gives you a little background on why Iron Man's now part of the Guardians of the Galaxy, because Star-Lord told him one day you should go up into space and maybe join our team a little bit. He said, I'll think about it, and that happened. So, next thing you know, he sees the Badoon ship, and he's fighting it, and then all of a sudden the Guardians of the Galaxy come out of nowhere, and they start fighting, and they've got Rocket Raccoon, Drax, Star-Lord, Gamora, and Groot. So, they're all fighting, and all of a sudden, they're all fighting, and then Groot comes out of nowhere and he goes into the ship, and the ship explodes. And one thing I like about this book was it showed Rocket Raccoon how and how Groot are really, really good friends, and they will die for each other. And there was a point in the book where all of a sudden Rocket Raccoon is very worried about Groot, and then all of a sudden Star-Lord is carrying Iron Man back to the ship, and then Groot's just flying around looking for Groot, and then they're making sure that Iron Man's still breathing and everything, and then it shows Rocket Raccoon, and he finds a little twig. And if you remember from Groot, Groot is actually one of those characters that if he dies, basically, if he explodes, you just have to find a little piece of him, and then he'll go back to normal. Because that's what plants do. If you get a seed from plants, they go back to normal eventually. Like, some plants have seeds where... Yeah, I just know this because of the comic book, because I read the origin story of Groot. There's some seeds that come from certain plants that will reproduce other seeds. So when they do that, that's what Groot's doing. They find a little twig. He just has to plant it, and then he will be coming back. And remember, the only thing Groot can say is "I am Groot." So just letting you know that. Then all of a sudden, they're trying to get out of there, and then turns out that Gamora figures out that she wants. Turns out that he knew Star-Lord's dad knew that Earth was going to be attacked, and he knew, like, here, I read what he says. He says, he knew the Earth was going to be attacked. He knew you do the opposite of whatever he said. And then your father didn't become the king of the galaxy by smiling and waving. And then you see Big Ben getting just destroyed by these aliens. So it's a to be continued. So this book was really, really good. I gotta give this a 5 out of 5. I loved the Guardians of the Galaxy book. It was really, 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 really good. And it's my official book of the week for this month. So if you're just Brian Michael Bendis kills on almost all his books. I don't read all new X-Men. I've heard really good things about it. The only reason I don't read it is because I read all the Avengers titles, which I'm thinking about maybe dropping a few of those books. But Brian Michael Bendis just kills on any book he writes. He's doing really good on most of the X-Men books I've heard, and he's doing really good. He did amazing. I mean, he did absolutely amazing on Guardians of the Galaxy issue 1, and I am so excited to read issue 2. So I will be doing a review of issue 2 next time when it comes out, maybe on my blog or maybe on this. I'll probably do it on this channel, just because this book was really, really good and it deserves to be on YouTube. So yeah, this is the review. These are all my reviews. Thank you, Lord, that I am finally finished all my reviews. They should all be up by tonight. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more reviews, and I will see you guys next. Oh yeah, wait! Make sure you guys go check out my blogger. I really need you guys to start supporting my blogger. Go check out my review of Avengers, Uncanny Avengers. It's on there, and then later on tomorrow I'll be releasing Flash issue 18. So yeah, and maybe also Scarlet Spider issue 15 or 14. So thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more reviews, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.